Okay, hi everyone. Let's talk about the Position Project Revision Guidelines. So, this project is a continuation of the Position Project, which you turned in last week. And this week and next week, we're working on revising it. So, the first several weeks that we worked on it, we worked through the first 3 steps of the writing process. We did some brainstorming and finding a topic. We did planning for our outline. We did drafting and peer review, and you've turned some in, and now it's time to do revision and editing. So those are the last 2 steps of the writing process. So this is going to be due at the end of week 6, which is 2 weeks from now. And your requirements is that the project must be significantly longer than the original. So it's going to be longer, and it's going to contain some really significant changes to the content, structure, organization, use of sources, all of that stuff. So you're not only fixing grammar, and you're not only making changes that I tell you to make. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to help you get used to and familiar with the writing process of revision and editing. So most people just stop with the first draft, but good writing takes many drafts. So I'm asking you to do at least one more draft this time. So this part in the middle here is important. If you only fix grammar, or you only do some additional proofreading, or you only take my comments and make changes about my comments, that will result in the project being incomplete, because the point is for you to be able to look at your work critically and make good changes. However, if your project was just absolutely perfect the first time around and you loved it so much and that you don't want to revise it, that you think it doesn't need revision, let me say this: every project can use revision, but if you're totally in love with it and you don't want to revise it, you can instead recreate your project in a different form. So if you did an essay, you can turn it into perhaps a video or a podcast. If you did a slideshow, as the example is here, you might turn that into a voiced over version of your project or whatever. So that would be an option if you don't want to revise, but I really highly encourage you to attempt revision first. So in addition to revision, this project has 2 more parts that you will turn in. The first part is the plan for revision, and I want you to do this before looking at my suggestions and feedback. The point of this is for you to get for you to get used to assessing your own writing and your own thinking so that you can revise it on your own. So I want you to assess your own writing first and come up with a plan for revision. You will submit this with your position project revision in Canvas, and at minimum you need to answer these 5 bullet points. So what steps did you use to revise? What sections needed the most work? How will you improve the things that need that work? What will you add? What's your timeline? You can tell me other things too, but in minimum, those things. And then after you're done revising, you're going to do a revision reflection. So I'm asking you again to answer the bullet points, giving maybe a paragraph to each one. So the specific changes you made and additions, how you decided what to change and add, how well you followed your plan. Talk to me about how much the project has improved and explain why, all of those things. So to get a complete on this assignment, you must accomplish bullet points 1 and 2 down here, and 4 out of 5 of the bullet points. And notice that these are different from the bullet points for the first version of this assignment. These bullet points are more geared toward how well did you revise. So did you add a significant amount? Is the content significantly better? Did you cite all your sources? Did you edit in a way to use language that's clear? And the last one is, did you include that plan for revision and revision reflection in the document? So the bullet points are a little different this time. So I ask that you take this project seriously and really start thinking about your writing, because the best thing that you can do for yourself is to reflect and to think and to learn how to change your writing, your reading, your thinking to make it better. So that's this project. It will be the next 2 weeks. If you have any questions, let me know.